Hi guys, today we're going to react to Howling by XG. First time reaction.
First we rockin', that's how we roll. Rock is hot cause X flip that dome. Top is diamonds, no sticks and stones. That's connected like tic-tac-toe. Lights go out and my pack just grow. Opposition, my pre, my foes. Game of hunger, I bring that smoke. You don't want no smoke. Thanks out, attack on 3, that's a man down. I've been throwing these paws like a handout. Too many capping, I be losing head count. Sit a red dot. I like to cook so I hump on my dinner. My appetite only get bigger and bigger. If I too wolf then it must be a thriller. Woke up in blood so I must be a killer.
No way out when it fades out, can hide in the dark. Cause when the moonlight on the full rise is going down, nothing can stop her and dangerous. So don't play with us, could be dangerous. So run if you hear the sound, the sound. Cause that's how we howl. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. Where are you now?
This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from Tabitha. Thank you, Tabitha, for introducing us to a new band and for your support. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Tabitha, for all the ongoing support. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Tabitha wrote it in her notes, R&B and hip-hop. It is R&B and hip-hop and rap and pop, and it has a very strong mainstream sensibility to it. The texture of their voices, of some of their voices, I don't know the band members yet, but the texture of the lead vocalist's voice resembles, in my mind, TLC a bit. I forget who from TLC. Aside from that, the music video is very heavily invested. I have no idea when's it from. It feels like it's a recent music video. There's like this jazz intro, and it's also in the vein of the song. It makes it feel a lot more mellow inside all this verbiage. So I really like it.
Yeah, that jazz intro kind of threw me off at the beginning. I was like, ooh, what is this? And then it went straight into the rap. And the rap here is actually banging. It is really tight. I'm really enjoying it. The chorus with the soft voice singing, it's really nice. But I like the rap more.
Me too, yeah.
I was really getting into it. It reminds me of like Missy Elliott type of music, and I think there was even a reference here to Busta Rhymes in the song Dangerous. There was something in, I think it was in the chorus here, that talks about nothing can stop us or endanger us, so don't play with us, could be dangerous. It was done in a different tone, but it's almost the same words in Busta Rhymes' Dangerous. Also, I got a bit of a hat tilt here to Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller, when it said, if I turn wolf, then it must be a thriller. Woke up in blood, so I must be a killer. Actually, that whole verse I thought was really, really well written rap. It starts off saying, I like to cook, so I hunt for my dinner. My appetite only get bigger and bigger. If I turn wolf, then it must be a thriller. Woke up in blood, so I must be a killer. I thought that was really cool. Very, very cool bands. Like so far, we've only heard half the song. I'm impressed.
I am too. That line you mentioned, I like to cook, so I hunt my dinner. It pertains to the subject matter, as in they like to work for their meal, so they don't need any handouts from anybody. It pertains to their career. It's like a flag planting song. So they perceive themselves, even in the title, howling, as wolves, as a predatory species. So they hunt their dinner, they're hunting for their career. They're the menace, they're the danger. Nothing is going to stop them from being everything they can be. I think that's what the song is about, essentially. And you can feel the attitude, I can feel the confidence. It's awesome. I love it.
I think that's specifically a wolf pack, and there's a lot of aggression here. That whole thing about hunting for my dinner, it's not just that I earn my keep, but also an aggression thing. It's definitely a flag planting song.
Moonwalk on a rooftop like a wolf. I move like Nat Geograph with a zoom shot. Hoorah, huddle up, bring in the whole squad. These places not for you to reenact. First down and you know how we adapt. Touchdown and you know how we impact. Cut the throw, got the goal. Rewind the video, do it, win it, get it, run it back. You unleash the beast, call it Wolfgang cause we back to feast. Call it first hand, a new type of breed, never sees, I got mouths to feed. Listen to hear the howling, sound of a couple thousand albums. Now to feel surrounded, I move with silence. Group like a group of wilders, no choice but to choose the violence.
Can't break out, no escape route, there's nowhere to hide. It's close to midnight and the night skies come hunting down. Nothing can stop or endanger us, if you anger us, could be dangerous. So run if you hear the sound, the sound. Cause that's how we howl. That's how we howlin', growlin', wildin'. That's how we howlin', growlin'.
Me likey.
The flag planting element in the song just got more aggressive, even though it started off as aggressive. They're very strongly projecting that they're here to fuck it up. It's like a pyramid. People are gonna worship them, and they're coming for everyone. They're gonna howl in the dark. The whole predatory attitude is, they even say it in the song, I'm paraphrasing here, it's where the strongest survive. So they're the strongest. They're taking a stand, and they're never gonna back down. As you mentioned, because they work as a pack, nothing can stop them. There are visual representation there of known films. They have reference to The Matrix, where she stands and she stops the bullets as they try to shoot her. And there's a reference to Annihilation, where they shoot that guy who's on the wall and branch out of him. It's like they're taking over the world. It's like they're incepting their genetic material, and the whole world becomes like a whole mess of greenery, like their material, their stuff from the movie Annihilation. It's awesome. I love it.
When the song ended, I actually asked Asaf, let me quickly check something out, and I went and checked it out. I wanted to know how many members are in the band, because I could tell there were very, very different voices. Actually, not that different, but different enough to notice in the rap parts and also in the chorus. There's 7 members in the band. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought maybe 4 or 5, but there's more. And each section of the rapping was extremely tight. I thought it was fantastic. And then when it went into the chorus, I was like, oh no, give me more of the rap. And then the chorus was so good. I was like, well, I can't begrudge it. You know, the voice was great. And when it went into that, I thought, wow, that's really, really cool. That howl, very interesting way of putting it into the chorus. Just a beautiful song. This is potentially one of the best sort of R&B rap songs that I've heard in a long while. I really, really, really loved it. I'm definitely putting this one on the playlist.
Yeah.
Just something about it. It's definitely one of those like empowering anthems. As you know, we've said before, flag planting, a band saying, yeah, here we are. Don't mess with us. There's sort of hints of all kinds of things to do with solidarity and resilience and dominance. They're like, we own this shit. You know, that kind of thing. And they just did it beautifully. Even mentioned apex predators at some point. I thought that was really cool to kind of put that in there. And something about Nat Geog, which is like National Geographic. And I thought that was also pretty cool. First time reaction, never heard of them before. Yeah, looking forward to checking them out again. That was awesome.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder as to their process, because they're comparing themselves to wolves, not to round table knights or something where everyone is equal. In wolf packs, you have an alpha. So it kind of makes me wonder, maybe their fans can tell us, who's the alpha? There's got to be an alpha. If they're wolves, there's got to be somebody.
I think they're all alphas.
Yeah, but I mean, they thought about the wolf theme for this song. That's what makes me curious, if they have an alpha among the 7 members.
Yeah, I also think that the whole wolf theme, at first they were talking about full moon or moonlight or something, and the reference to Thriller, I thought they were going werewolves. And then I was like, no, not exactly. This is a wolf pack. I thought that in some way that's a reference to the industry and how cutthroat it all is, you know, a lot of backstabbing. Don't mess with us. We're here to do our thing. You do yours. We'll see who gets there first, kind of thing. Really cool.
It's awesome. Also in their appearance, the wolf theme, it's not like they see themselves as wolves, because they're dressed like it's a tribal thing. Like they're wolves in spirit. So they're not delusional. They just adopted the spirit of wolves in their group. And you can see it on their outfits. And also in the theme of the music video I mentioned before, where they sit at the top of a pyramid, something like that. Something ceremonial, something that started from this kind of idea of adopting this predatory attitude.
It's funny also because you mentioned a couple of films, The Matrix and Annihilation. One film that came to mind, I'm not exactly sure why, when I was watching the clip, was actually Avatar. And I thought that's kind of funny because Avatar has been described by a lot of people as dances with wolves in space, and they're talking about wolves. I thought that's kind of funny. I wasn't really thinking too much about films, but I could see the references you mentioned. I could see them there. And I thought it was actually quite a beautiful music video as well. It was interesting to look at while listening, and again, sounds fantastic. Thank you, Tabitha, for introducing us to XG. This was an awesome request. We appreciate all the support coming from you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tabitha, for this request. We enjoyed reacting to XG very much, and thank you for your support. Much appreciated. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, thank you for all the support you're throwing our way, guys. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.